Hey everyone, and welcome back. I hope everyone had a safe and happy new year. It is 2025, but before we get into this year, I want to go back and show you all of the bottles that I got in December because it was a fantastic haul. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So as I had mentioned, I got a lot of really good bottles in December. Not as many bottles as I got back in November. I believe that was 21 bottles or something like that on that episode. So not as many bottles in December, but they are some really good bottles that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a long time and just haven't been able to. So let's go ahead and get started. I was in Cincinnati back at the beginning of the month and grabbed this Middle West Spirits Double Cask Collection Ported Pumpernickel. Now, I have the other ones in this collection, the Sherry and the Oloroso, and they are fantastic bottles. I've been looking to get my hands on this pumpernickel for some time. I've heard it was really good. I haven't even opened this one yet, but I can't wait to get into this. But Middle West has been doing some really good things. Everything I've had from them has been very good, so I'm looking forward to getting into this one. I'm sure I'll be getting into that one this weekend. Also, when I was in Cincinnati, I was able to pick up this Dark Arts straight bourbon whiskey small batch. I haven't had any Dark Arts yet. I've heard some good stuff about these as well, and just haven't had a chance to really get into this, so looking forward to getting into this pretty quick also. Was able to get my hands on the new Midwinter Nights Dram. This was Act 12, Scene 5. Just did an episode on this a few weeks ago, and I think it's a really good bottle. You know, the biggest knock on this bottle is the price. I mean, it's just overpriced. You know, if this bottle was in that $80 to $100 range, $100 tops, I think it would be a fantastic buy. It's a really good bottle, just overpriced. Did get this Wild Turkey 70th anniversary release, 8-year, and for the price, you can't beat this. I mean, I think it was $49, and it's just a classic Wild Turkey bottle. I believe it's going to be a limited release. I don't think it's going to be a normal release, but if you can still find one of these out there, I would definitely grab it. For the price, you're not going to be able to beat this, especially if you like Wild Turkey. Here's another great one I got, the new Parker's Heritage. This was a really good bottle. Just did an episode on this a few weeks ago, I think, maybe before Christmas or something. I can't remember, but this is a fantastic bottle. I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a long time. I was actually in a liquor store I go to quite often, and, you know, he says, you know, I have a few bottles here. You know, take your pick one. One of them was I think it was a birthday bourbon, you know, Old Forester. One was a Van Winkle Lot B, 12-year, passed on that one and took this one instead. And glad I did. This is a fantastic bottle. Oh, might as well get into some BTACs. Was able to grab a Thomas H. Handy. This is, it's a BTAC. It's a great bottle because there's such a great spice on this thing. If you don't like a real high spice, I wouldn't necessarily go with this on a rye, but this is a fantastic bottle. Been wanting to get my hands on this one for a while. Was able to, you know, I think it was just a few bucks over MSRP. Just the $10, $20 maybe tops over SRP, so I was happy about that. Did grab a George T. Stagg, and this one right here, I didn't actually find this in the store. A very good friend of mine actually got this in a raffle and got it, and I obtained it from him. I bought it off of him, and very happy I did. This is, I mean, it's George T. Stagg. It's just a great bottle. Just did an episode on this. I think it was New Year's. I believe it's the last episode I did on this. It's just grape cola. It's dark cherry is just unbelievable bottle. If you get a chance to get one of these and don't have to pay that huge secondary price on it, definitely grab that. If you can see it in a restaurant or bar or something, get a pour of it. If a friend has it on their shelf, you know, get a pour out of them on that. And as you see, I've opened this up quite a bit. Friends over around the holidays, definitely got some to them, and everyone absolutely loved it, obviously. Let's see, what else do I have here? Penelope Estate Collection 10-year single barrel. This was actually an SLB pick. And the guys over at SLB Drinks have not opened this one yet, but all the other estate collections that I've had, I've really, really, really liked. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this one pretty quick. What else did I get here? Oh, Ben Holiday 1856 original Rickhouse proof. If you guys haven't had a chance to get any of the Ben Holiday stuff, grab it. This is just really, really good. Smooth using that soft red wheat in there, and it's just everything I've had from them has just been fantastic. So if you see any of those out there, be sure to grab them. Little Book, the Infinite. This was a really, really good bottle, and I tend to lean more towards the little books than the Bookers, just my own personal palate on those. And I liked a lot of the other little books out this year, but this one right here is, in my opinion, way above those. By far the best little book I've had. A little bit up there in the price, but if you can find one of those at a decent price out there, highly, highly suggest grabbing this. Great bottle. And the last one I have here is the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. This was a really, really good bottle. A lot of oak in there, and I loves me some oak. This was just a fantastic, fantastic bottle. I've been looking, to get my hands on this for quite a while. And I actually passed on this one for another bottle not too long ago, and I'm glad I picked, this one up. I was lucky enough to find one after I had passed on it. But anyway, got this for a really good price. Again, just a couple bucks over the SRP, maybe 10 bucks, 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Not much at all. And I don't mind spending a few dollars over SRP. I'm not going to spend the 4 or 5 times or higher on a lot of those SRPs for bottles out there. But if I can find it for 10, 20 bucks over the SRP, I'm going to be all over it on a good bottle, because I'll spend more than that on gas out driving around trying to find something. So this was a really, really, really good bottle as well. But anyway, that's all the bottles that I got in December. It was 11 bottles, and but there were 11 really freaking good bottles, I'll tell you that. So anyway, had a great November and December haul. Let's see what the new year brings. I hope it's as good as this past year, because there were some really, really, really good bottles that came out this past year. Well, that's it for this episode, and I just realized I don't even have a cheers. I didn't even pour one out when I was talking about those bottles. What the hell's wrong with me? George T. Stagg's the closest, so that's what we're going with for cheers. Because why not? It's George T. Stagg. I'll leave it out here. Looks good. So anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything at all, and it truly does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. And again, that's it for this episode. Remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers. It's freaking good.